Hello, everyone. How are you today? I pray that you've had an absolutely fabulous day. Happy Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for taking time out of your day to be with me. My name is Nichelle Womack, and I am your life transition strategist. I help you start, market, and grow the CEO of you. Whatever you're transitioning to or through in your journey to success, I can help you get there. Whoop, whoop. How are you today? Thanks again for taking time out of your afternoon, your Tuesday afternoon, to spend with me. Again, my name is Nichelle Womack, and I am a life transition strategist. I am also a transformational speaker, and basically what I do is help people transition in their life. We're all transitioning from one extreme to the next. Hello, how are you? And so with that being said, I help people get focused, get direction, and help them get to that next level. I have been a business owner. You're good? Great. I'm so glad to hear that, Lily. I have been a business owner for over 20 plus years. It's about 25 though, 20 plus years. And I have helped people in so many different directions. Yes, clear direction is key. Thank you so much for saying that. If you don't have clear direction, it's really hard to get where you're trying to go. And that's clear direction in anything that you do. So today on this Tuesday afternoon, this is not typically my normal scoping time, but I just found time to get on here and I wanted to make certain that I give you these tips. I was working with a client earlier today. Thank you so much, Lily. I was working with a client today and we were actually working in real estate, and she advised me that she did not know what her credit score was. She makes great money. She says, Nichelle, I have great income. She makes about $5,000 a month. I greatly appreciate the hearts too. She makes about $5,000 a month. However, she doesn't pay her bills on time. So, it's kind of hard to get a house if you don't pay your bills on time. That's kind of critical to the process. And so I started sharing with her several options that she had available. And I'm going to share that with you a little bit first. But I wanted to get into the tips as it relates to business credit. Because all of us, if you own a business, which she does, if you own a business, it's very imperative that, first of all, you stay on top of your stuff. And I want to thank all my replay viewers. I forgot to mention that earlier. All the replay viewers, the web viewers, all of you guys for coming in to check me out. It's greatly appreciated. And if you find this information valuable, please do not hesitate to share it. I greatly appreciate that as well. And so the first thing that I want to make you aware of is that 2/3 of Americans, they're not even aware of what their credit is. As I mentioned, working with this real estate client earlier today who is buying a house and who is a business owner, she did not know what her credit score is. And so it's really kind of hard to help someone. And I'm not a credit specialist. However, being that I am in business and have worked with people that start businesses, that's the first thing that I always advise them to do. Become aware of what your credit score is, because if you don't, you really are wasting your time and the person that you go to seek services with as well. And so you want to be very mindful of that when you are seeking to get some credit. And so the first thing that I want to share with you is you want to make certain that you separate your business from your personal credit. When you are trying to build business credit, you cannot put both of them together. You can't put both of them together. They have to be separate, the business and the personal. And that's called commingling of funds if you integrate them together. And so banks, they really don't want to see your personal and business together, because how can they establish a business credit when you consistently have them together? And you want to keep them separate, because that will really grow and show what your business is worth. So number one, you want to check your credit often. Again, I run into so many people, they don't even know what their credit score is, and there are so many resources available. You are allowed to get a free credit report annually, and I like freecreditreport.com. You can go there and they'll give you a free credit report. You can also go to the individual credit venues, which is Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, and get a free credit report as well. However, freecreditreport.com, they have all of them together, so that allows you to get credit as well if you go there and look at that. Number Number 2, incorporate your business. Most people don't incorporate their business when starting it. They just really just run the business by themselves in their name, and that is a liability to you. And I will discuss that a little later on in that regard. I suggest that you seek an attorney, especially if you are in the process of starting a business. Seek an attorney because they have all the legal advice that you will need to help you start your business, first of all. And you also need an accountant. Starting a business is not easy, but if you have all of those cheerleaders behind you to help you, then it'll be much easier for you. So number 2, incorporate your business. Number 3, get an EIN number. An EIN number is an employer identification number. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you stating that. EIN is an employment identification number, and this right here is kind of like a social security number, but it's for business. But you need that, first of all, to get a bank account. So you want to make certain that you get an EIN after you start your business and incorporate it. The next step you want to do is get an EIN number, and again, that will help you to build your credit, because first of all, you've incorporated, and then you show that you have an employer identification number. Now, typically, EIN numbers are for people that are going to have employees, but you never know. You have to go in with the mindset that your business is going to increase, and you never know. You may need to hire. So you want to prepare for that in advance. If you have that EIN number, not only will you be established when you get ready to hire, it'll help your chances of credit as well. Number 4, you want to get a DUN number, and that is Dun and Bradstreet. That is business credit. Hey, Dr. Hightower, you want to get a DUN number, and that's Dun and Bradstreet. Basically, you can go online and you can look that up as well, and it will help you get established with your credit. That's where business people begin to establish their credit with the EIN and all that kind of stuff. So you want to make certain that you have that on board, the Dun and Bradstreet number. Number 5, you want to open up a bank account. It's so critical that you open up a bank account. I talked to business owners today. This lady makes $5,000 a month on her own, and she does not have a bank account. She does not have a bank account. So with that being said, she's had to take her money that she gets, that she's paid, and go to a check cashing place to cash her checks. That is not what you're supposed to do. Get a bank account. If your credit is bad, where banks now allow you to get a bank account even without checking your credit. They give you first and second chances. I know I know US Bank, they do that. They give you the ability to open up a second chance account. And with that being said, you're able to establish a personal as well as a business account. So it's so critical that you do that. And if you can't get a personal credit card, get a secure credit card. You can get a secure credit card for your bank. I know credit unions allow that. Get a secure credit card as well as a secure credit card for your personal and your business to help start and establish. But open that bank account, get bank checks if you possibly could, so that you can start establishing some credibility with your business. And the last one I want to leave, this is a freebie, and this is obtain some vendor credit. Now, there are vendors all around that we can go to that we buy their services and their products. And if you buy their services and their products, that is a vendor that you can utilize as credit. Some of us will allow to use the credit that they have, and some of us want to establish it. And so it may take some time for you to do that, but they can also provide a letter if they extend credit to you so that you can use that as a source when you're going to get other vendors to establish credit as well. So ask them to write you a letter. If you're a new customer to them and you haven't established anything, they can write you a letter stating that you are in great terms and that you pay on time. They've never had any financial fallout with you or anything of that nature. So those are 5 credit tips to secure business credit. As I mentioned, after being in business over 20 years, I've learned a lot and I failed and I've succeeded. And I'm sharing these with you because a lot of this, when I started my business, it wasn't available to us. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you, Dr. Hightower. This information was not available. It was there, but the internet is so valuable now that we can go to and just get about just as much information as we possibly can. And so when I started my business, You're just stepping out on that ledge, well, jump off, have faith, and move on and go to the next level. Because when I started my business, as I mentioned, all of this stuff wasn't available. So now when we have the internet, you can go on there and you can find out the best bank credit cards that you can get that give you the best APR, annual percentage rate. Make certain that you look at that, because that can rob you. APRs can rob you if you're paying a high APR on your credit cards. Trust in God for everything. Yes, you will not fail as long as you trust in Him. I truly believe that. And so stay focused, stay firm, and keep moving and keep pushing forward. Just to recap, just to share with you, the 5 ways that you can build your credit. Hey, from Russia, you want to check your credit often. You want to make certain you do that. And you want to make certain that you do that on an annual basis at the least. At the least, an annual basis. And if you're real good, if you're in business, you want to try to do it every 6 months, just to make certain that you don't have any fraudulent things on your credit, because credit is so essential and valuable in America. That's how people are able to move up. Yes, you got to rebuild your credit. A lot of people do, Lily. Don't feel bad about that, because I was in the rebuilding stage as well. And once you rebuild, the thing is that you have to be mindful that you don't go back to the habits that you had before. That's the key essential thing there, because so many people, and I was one of them as well, that fell back into the habits of lack of knowledge in maintaining that credit, especially when I became an entrepreneur and I was looking forward to business credit. And they were like, you got to get your personal stuff together first. Breaking bad habits. It's okay. We're all a work in progress. And as long as you continue, thank you so much, as long as you continue to break those habits and create new habits of financial prosperity and wealth, then you won't go back to those bad habits, because it'll become a mindset, Lily. It literally will become a mindset that you have goals, that you have objectives, that you want to not only grow from one level to the next. It will become a mindset. I promise you that. And so again, number 1, you want to check your credit often. Number 2, you want to incorporate your business. Yes, be diligent. Amen. You want to be diligent. Incorporate your business. Number 3, get an employee identification number, which is an EIN number. Number 4, you want to get a DUNS number, which is the Dun and Bradstreet number, and that will allow you to build business credit. Number 5, you want to open a bank account. Once you get all these things, because you can't even open up a bank account in your business unless you have unless you are incorporated or something of that sort, unless you have an EIN number. Because as I mentioned, they use that to keep track of your business, to make certain that you're not bouncing any checks or that you're not doing any fraudulent activity. That EIN number is essential, and that is your business lifeline. So you want to make certain that you have that. And number 6 was a freebie here. You want to obtain some type of vendor credit, because that vendor credit, being that you're just starting off, will help enable you to go to another vendor, and hopefully you're able to secure some credit at that time. And so my name is Nichelle Womack. Are there any questions? I am your life transition strategist. I help you start, market, and grow the CEO of you. Whatever you're transitioning to or through in your journey to success, I can help you get there. You have separate bank accounts. Yeah, I believe in separate bank accounts, and you want to build that. I believe that you have to have a personal bank account. I like credit unions, and the reason why I like credit unions is because they give you a lot of flexibility without all the fees. Now, I'm not against banks, whatever works for you, because I do believe you need to establish credit with a big bank, and there are tons of big banks that you can establish credit with. It helps you keep it separate. Yeah, I know a lot of people that keep their bill money separate from their pleasure money. And if that's what works for you, which is not a bad idea, you may want to do it. You just joined one last month. Yes, credit unions are awesome, and they give you so many perks that the typical regular bank, they have more options. But when you look at the fees that you pay, I don't know anyone that has not ever bounced a check. And when you're paying $30, $40 and fees continue to add up on that, that can cripple you as well and continue to keep you in that hole. Now, not saying credit unions don't do that, because there may be some. I'm not familiar with all the credit union companies in the world, but I know most of them. If you go to one that's in your neighborhood and establish a relationship with them, even a bank, a big bank, go to one in your neighborhood Establish a relationship with them, because everything business is strategy and business is relationship. And if you build a relationship with them, they will help you strategize to help your business become a success. And so that is my information in regards to banks. And as I mentioned, I'm not a financial planner by any means, but I know how to strategize to help business people start their business, grow their business, and market their business for success. Do you sell home nationally? My company is in the process of working nationally to help to work in different markets. So thanks so much. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Yes, we're looking to go national. It's a hard process because you have to be licensed in each state. Currently, right now, I'm licensed in Missouri, in the process of getting licensed in Georgia, Florida, and Illinois. And so pretty soon my company will be able to expand in those areas. I'm looking in Texas as well, but I'm looking for partnerships. And so collaborations, partnerships are always good in business. If you go at it by yourself, it's hard. Business by yourself is hard. And it took me about maybe 10, 12 years to really learn that, because I'm one of those kind of people that I like to have my hands in a lot of stuff. And when you're working by yourself, you tend to double work yourself. But the thing that I can tell you is get with somebody that you trust. If you get with someone you trust, business will be simpler, much more simplified. Yay, Texas. You're in Houston now. I love Houston. Houston is a beautiful place, and the real estate is on fire there. I have a couple of friends that are in Austin. Hey, how are you? A couple of friends that are in Austin, and they are doing great. We need to speak about moving forward. Sure, yes, no problem. Is that Dr. Daphne? Hey, Dr. Daphne, how you doing? You know, this print is so little on this phone, so it's hard for me to see. Yes, it is. It is beautiful there. Thank you so much. I agree. Hey, from Spain, how are you? So that is my message today. And as I mentioned, this is typically not my scope time, but I was, really busy today with helping people start businesses and market them. And then I, ran into my client today who is in search of looking for a property for her business, and I help commercial clients as well as residential clients. And when she told me that she did not know what her credit card was, her credit score is. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. She did not know what her credit score was. I'm like, oh my God, but she's been an established business. Yes. Thank you kindly. I greatly appreciate you, Lily. If you found this information valuable, again, please do not hesitate to connect with me down here with that Perry girl guy, whatever you want to call it. And I look forward to connecting. I don't have any followers, I have friends, and if you're connected with me, we'll be friends. You can also reach out to me at NichelleWomack.com, and I'm also available at 2excelwithnichelle.com. If you're looking for tips and ways to help increase your business, then reach out to me. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate all the shares. I greatly appreciate the web viewers, replay viewers, Twitter viewers as well. Thank you so much. You love USA. Your dream is to travel. Go ahead and travel. When you have a dream, one thing that I share with people about dreams are temporary if you don't act on them, because we all have dreams and aspirations. But the thing is, you got to act on those dreams and aspirations. Otherwise, it's going to stay a dream. You got to wake up. You got to go do it. You got to make it happen. Yes, you got to make it happen. That's the only way that you're going to realize your dreams, by making them happen. So that is my message, and I will catch you later. Yes. I will catch you guys later. Just wanted to stop in and say hey, and I pray that you've had an absolutely fabulous kind of day. Make it great. Make it possible. I love you more. Make it possible. Go out there and create success. God bless you too, Lily. Thank you so much for stopping in. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Bye-bye.